Hey guys, welcome back to the studio today. Forgive my current voice. I'm not feeling too great, but I wanted to do this video for you on how to achieve a flawless foundation. If you still don't know how to do this in 2025, you need to watch this video. Step 1 is to hydrate the skin. I'm going to use the Bioma Hydrating Serum. This is currently one of my favorites at the moment, especially if you have very dehydrated and dry skin. The reason why I'm doing this is to prep my skin, especially if I'm going to go in with powders. I want my skin to still be hydrated. Also, this allows your foundation to layer well on your skin. This is also helpful if you have a damaged skin barrier, and I found that I don't break out with this. Next is a holy grail. I'm going to use the Weleda Skin Food, and I love how thick this is. If you have oily skin, then I don't recommend this, but if your skin is dehydrated and dry and you want to lock in moisture, then definitely get your hands on this. I would also recommend that you warm this up in between your fingertips, just so it's a little bit more simpler to apply. I'm also going to take any other residue and apply this under my eyes. This makes sure that my under eyes doesn't crease as I apply my powders. You also want to massage this into the skin, and also please let your product dry down before you go in with your foundation, or else what you get is separation. Next up, I'm going to color correct / conceal any hyperpigmentation. I like to use a pot concealer. I'm taking the one from Pink Honey, and I always like to go in with a shade that is as close to my skin tone as I can, because I'm trying to conceal any dark spots. Pro tip here is I personally also like to mix this in with my orange color corrector as well. And I'm taking a concealer brush. It's very light and fluffy. I'm gonna just concentrate this everywhere there is hyperpigmentation that I want to conceal. So that is under my eyes, around my mouth area, any area on my cheek where there is a dark spot. And as you can see, that literally covers up any darkness that I have. The reason I do this is so that I can gain as much coverage as I can, because sometimes what happens with your foundation is that if you don't color correct beforehand, you tend to get a grey shadow peeking through, and that kind of messes up the whole look. So definitely go in with this step. Now let's get into the meat of this video. I am going to go in with my foundation. Now, to pick your foundation, you kind of want to go in with anything that is perfect for your skin type. So if you have dry skin like me, you don't want a super matte foundation. I mean, you can if you do really good hydrating skin prep, but I personally don't like a super matte look. So for foundation today, I took the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte one, and I am going to layer this on the skin with a small brush. As you can see, the shade match is literally like perfect, and I'm literally going to pick this on my skin, and I'm going to work in light layers. Reason for this is so that you can build up coverage without having a cakey look. You want your foundation to look like skin, even though you're trying to also attain that full coverage. And another tip for picking your foundation here is go with something that is medium coverage but also buildable. That way you don't have that very cakey look when you're trying to layer on your product. Now, if you don't like applying a lot of product, I would recommend either you underpaint, or you can choose to focus the product on the parts where you need the most coverage. Don't forget also that you will also be applying your bronzer, your concealer as well, your blush, and so you can choose to focus this where you need the most coverage, and not necessarily every single wear on the skin. But if you don't mind a full face, then you can obviously paint your whole face. Don't forget to bring down the product to your neck area as well. And then I'm gonna take a dense brush to just blend this in so that there is no streaks. You don't want streaks when you apply your foundation. and I'm gonna use tapping motions for this as well. What I don't want to do is smear the product because that will shift everything. And so yeah, those are basically all the tips that I have for you today, and I'm gonna show you the final result now. As you can see on my face, my foundation sits perfectly on my skin and you can't see any hyperpigmentation. And if you like a natural look, all you need to do is add a little bit of bronzer, blush, and then call it a day. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you learned a lot from this. Definitely comment below what other tutorials you'd like to see. If it's about how to apply your concealer, how to contour for your face shape, definitely let me know. And don't forget to give this video a like and definitely subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.